Very good evening to all of you. This is Vineet Pandey. Finally back to you because the last 3 days I was not well. I was suffering from fever. I was not able to come to my office, was not able to come live in a proper way. So, answer key has been released, but frankly, instead of answer key, we were waiting for the question paper. So, just like you, I also got the question paper, and today I did a skimming of question paper. I could not go in the depth of the question paper because of certain conditions. And as I told you that I was not keeping well, for 2 hours I was in the office, and then I got the paper. When I came back, I had some commitments. So I still need to go in the proper depth. But then what did I do? I went for a proper checking of all the questions and noted out certain important points for you all. So, very good evening to all of you. This is the point, this is the phone I have, and I can read all your comments, I can answer. It is going to be an interactive class. Very good evening to all the champions, getting you all back after the exam. And I see all the names, I remember all the names. So, that's quite, interesting thing. It brings me back to my memories. So what did I learn from the paper? आपका पहला सवाल होगा ना, you must be thinking, sir, what did you learn from paper? What do you want to say? Yes, it was a surprising paper. Let me tell you, yes, it was a surprising paper. You remember we did a session with offline batch. They were saying around 40 questions were direct from class. Actually, 47 questions were direct from class. But around 20-25 questions were so much tricky that even if I say that, okay, they were from class, it is not easy for a student to answer. Yes, paper was tough. Paper is unexpected. Yes, they are playing with you, no doubt, because what they teach you in post graduation and what they ask in exam, it is completely wrong with the student. But yes, a lot of students told me that our people and teachers are calling it black day. No, it is not a black day. First of all, if you did not appear as a teacher, then how do you know it was toughest? You're just trusting the students. So instead of calling black day, teach your students to believe in this, that it is learning. UGC never said that we can give you easy paper. They have never written in the syllabus that expect an easy paper. So if you call it a black day, it means you have a negative mindset. If you are my students, remember, either you win or you learn, right? If they ask toughest question paper, why? They ask toughest question paper for the diamond students, the one who really can crack it. So normally on human grounds, on emotional grounds, I also don't want tough paper for you because you have your dreams. But this paper has quality because the last three papers were very easy. If you remember, I told this thing clearly that June exam is normally tough. A lot of YouTubers using their limited knowledge, they said, no, he's just scaring students. No, June exam is normally tough. But don't worry. The points that I have understood, I will share with you. Stay tuned in this video. We will talk about these things. And I'll also tell you what are those questions which were like, some tricky questions. Then I'll give you a proper cutoff. So we have a proper cutoff. I'll be sharing it with you. आपको एक proper cutoff भी मैं यहाँ पे mention करूँगा. Don't worry. Just give me some time. We come back here. And this is the paper that I got through my student. One of my student has shared the paper. I still need to check it in proper way. Because you know what? Skimming, I did it for you because you need my help. There are many questions wrong. You must be thinking how many questions wrong. Till now, I have found 15 questions wrong. 15 questions galat hai. जिनमें 12 questions I believe are strongly wrong. 3 questions I need more time to understand and evaluate in a proper way so that I can help you. Because if at least out of 15, 10 questions are changed, many of you will crack NET, many of you will crack JRF. For that, I need your support. Stay tuned with me, right? Now, before I talk about this paper, those who are watching me for the first time, this is my channel. I'm 11-time NET. You can join this class. I'm also double JRF. You will get quality content and you'll also get my experience because I come from University of Delhi. Now, talking about the paper pattern and other things. So, as we talked about this paper, there are some points that you have to remember. And one more thing, most important, syllabus, yes, they are changing. Let me tell you the history. 2014, a June exam, surprising paper came. A lot of questions from world literature and Afro-American literature were asked, and students were in panic that why they're asking these kind of questions. Though they asked these kind of questions and then syllabus got changed. 2019, they gave a random tough paper, asked a lot of questions from Indian aesthetics and Dalit literature, and after that, syllabus was changed. So yes, they are changing the syllabus. If you're following the same classes, same pattern, if you joined the classes where you're getting old lectures, a lot of teachers provide old recorded lectures. They have recorded 500 lectures 5 years back and they are still giving it to you. So if you're going to follow old pattern, December exam, again you will be crying. Syllabus has been changed. Then second thing, the pattern has been changed. The most important thing is when you ask new syllabus, new writers, unexpected writers, and then you also ask the question in a very different way. You focus on a lot of assertion reasons. You come with trick questions. You have the game of words. Like linguistic kind of paper, the play of words. You make it toughest. So unknown syllabus and a new pattern. This is something that I have noticed. Let's see this thing. Let's talk about these things. Then I'll give you the cutoff. My classes, my cutoff always comes in a proper way. So let's talk about this. Now, the points that I have noted for you. These are some points. See, the first thing, they surprised us. They did not ask questions from American literature, world literature, postmoderns, Indian aesthetics, and Dalit. The biggest portion, they regularly ask questions from Dalit literature. This time they avoided, right? The postmodern literature, this time they avoided, and in fact brought new writers. American literature, they have completely avoided. World literature. Last 3 exams, they were not asking questions from world literature, but still, I taught my students around 40 world literature writers from different countries to be safe. And they have not asked any of them. इन्होंने इनमें से कोई सवाल नहीं पूछा. They did not ask any questions from American, world literature, postmodern, Indian aesthetics, Dalit. They focused on linguistics. Do you know the funny thing? The funny thing is that in Indian universities, they do not teach linguistics. What is the reality of Indian villages, small town areas? Nobody, not even a single teacher teaches linguistics. Most of the universities also don't have a teacher of linguistics. So what they teach you in post-graduation is meager level, 0 level. What they ask in exam is something tough. Are they promoting rattafication? Are they promoting coaching classes? Because when they'll ask tough paper, a lot of people will come and say, I am the best, join me. And let me tell you, join anyone, demand fresh classes. Say that in every class, if you're teaching Chaucer or Shakespeare, write today's date. Because they'll come on YouTube and they'll say join, and then you will get 5-year-old lectures. So the syllabus has been changed, pattern has been changed. If you're investing your money and your time, ask for latest classes. Ask your teacher to come live regularly from starting and give you live classes. Only on this condition, join it. Otherwise, the pattern has been changed, syllabus has been changed, and they'll surprise you in December. Don't forget, the question of blue humanities was asked in December exam. Then, some of these things were there, right? Paper 1 was relatively easy, right? Paper 1 was quite easy. Now see this thing. They asked question from John Fowles. So John Fowles is an important writer. Then the line, he turned his back towards a decade of hypocrisy. This is almost connected to a line of T.S. Eliot. Then Legend of Good Women, Eats, Oliver Goldsmith, Traveller, Shakespeare, Cynthia's Revel. Then Decker, Middleton, Surprised by Sin, the writer of this book. The author is a notion of individualization. Author Foucault's question is there. Formalisms, Marxism, Postcolonialism there. Reader response. Diphthong question, they have given the wrong answer, let me tell you. Chronotop is there. Then psychological discursive concept there. Saussurian and Bakhtinian concepts are there. Bricolage is direct question, easy. Science circuit question. Remainder term has been asked. Then the Lacanian concept, trace concept, Clifford's concept of thick description. We have done that. Female units, dialectic of sex. Then father of South African poetry. Father of South African poetry. 4 or 5 years back, they used to ask everything from South Africa. We used to teach everything. Last 4 years, they stopped asking from South Asian writers, South African writers. So we also limited to some basic writers. And this is how they have surprised. John Drinkwater. I mentioned one poetry, X is equal to 0. Rupert Brooke, they have talked. Joseph Conrad, they have talked. Novel of manners, novel of sensibility, novel of emotions. William Cooper's reference has been there. My Babe So Beautiful, from which poem? Thomas D. Quincy, Knocking on a Gate in Macbeth. Novel of Bright Book, Oliver Twist, Mrs. Bathurst character from South Africa. D.H. Lawrence characters from book, Slave Girl of Agra, Ramesh Chandra Dutt. Seniors can check the notes, we have done it. Two Leaves in a Bud, The Chronology, linguistic, idealics, how many languages according to 1991 census? That was a stupid question. So I selectively noted down some questions and I'll come with a proper solution and elaboration. So now, according to me, yes, it was a tricky paper, and the good thing is that the cutoff will be down. So now let's talk about cutoff. And you must be curious, what are those questions which are wrong? Tomorrow, I will give you the final list. If I give you today, in a hurry, I may make mistake. I need to check 2-3 more questions in detail way so that I can save you. So stay tuned. And if you think there are some questions wrong, you can also write in comments. Most of the students who are writing in the comments about their score, about their question, they are matching with those questions that I have mentioned. Now, let's go for cutoff. And before we go for cutoff, this is the information for all the students. Offline batch notes, the notes offline batch with new PDFs are updated, and if you go for notes material, you'll be getting a lot of stuff like this. Apart from this, if you are our correspondence material students, I am going to teach new content, new syllabus with new methods, right? It will be a new change. I am going to change my entire pattern. So if you are my correspondence student, you have just opted notes. First month, 30 classes, paper 1, paper 2. Total 30 classes will be free of cost from Delhi offline batch. So if you order notes now, but the last date is 10th July. Last date 10th July. 10th July I will start my class. So you will be getting a lot of stuff. Ye sab milega aapko. You'll get all these things. Apart from this, exclusive offline batch live classes, 25 plus classes. First month, 25 plus classes means paper 1, paper 2 included. It will be free of cost so that you understand how to read, what should be the approach, how to start your preparation, and what are the new topics that I'm going to teach. This time I'm going to teach entire new syllabus based on new pattern. My classes will be fresh classes, no old recorded classes. Every class you will see I'm talking about the date. Har class mein tarikh bolunga. So you will not be cheated, okay? So make sure wherever you join, go for fresh classes. Force your teacher to teach you fresh content. Otherwise, they will say that syllabus is not changed. Let's study the same pattern because they don't have to teach new. So let's go for the fresh classes. Now, these are your cutoffs according to me. And to make it quite clear for you all, if it is quite visible for you. Okay, this is an image. This cannot be zoomed. So see this. I'll make it easy for you. And you can also get it by WhatsApping me on the given numbers. If you're not able to see it here, WhatsApp me here, you will get this. See, according to this cutoff should be 99% correct. Please trust UGC for final cutoff, okay? Please trust UGC. I don't claim it to be 100% correct, but normally I never make mistakes. 99% it will be the same. General category net, 56 to 58%. I'll write here for you. 56 to 58% in general category. Marks means 168. 168 to 174 for general category net. Now, JRF. For JRF general category, it will be 63 to 65%. Marks 189 to 195. This is for general category. Check it. Check this thing. This is for general category. All the students who are asking me some mera chance kya hai, don't forget to like this video. Come on. ऊपर वाले का नाम लो और like करो. Sometimes you never know. एक like भी आपके काम आ सकता है. जो भी like कर रहा है उसको मेरी blessings. Come on. चलो. So this is for general category. Please check it. Then we go for EVS, AWS and others. Please check that. This is for general category. If you are in general category, 56 to 58%. Marks 168 to 174. So if you are around 165, you are somewhere safe. Okay. For JRF 63 to 65%. Marks 189 to 195. अगर आपके इस category में आ रहे हैं, if you are getting according to this category, it will be your marks, right? Now see this. Let's go for the next one. Now we talk about EWS, economic weaker section. EWS, 54% to 57. 54, 57. And marks 162, 1 72. Then JRF 60 to 63 and marks 180 to 189. That's for EWS category, economic weaker section. Please check. A lot of students go for EWS, and yes, let me tell you clearly, I strongly believe 12 to 15 questions are wrong. 12 to 15 questions are wrong. I strongly believe. Coinage वाला जो question है वो तो सबको marks मिलेंगे. There are 3 questions which should be eliminated, and if they eliminate 3 questions, you will all get marks. So let's pray that these 3 questions are eliminated so that you will get marks. 3 questions eliminated, you will get the marks. For December 2025, let me tell you, competition has increased. Now everybody is qualifying NET. They are increasing the competition. So December 2025 will not be easy again. Let me tell you, it will not be easy again. They are increasing the competition. You also know that a lot of students, hundreds of students are teachers now. Everybody is a teacher. So ho kya raha hai? NET, a lot of people are qualifying NET. So they have understood this thing that the syllabus is old, 2019 to 2025, 6 years. Everybody is prepared with old syllabus, right? So they are shifting syllabus. If you want to crack December 2025, think like a champion. The expert expects the unexpected. This is my tagline. I use it in my life. The expert expects the unexpected. तो अगर तुम champion हो तो मान के चलो कि वो toughest पूछेंगे. वैसी ही preparation करो. Put more efforts. Now we go for OBC. OBC 52 to 55. 52 to 55. So those who are falling in this criteria, 52 to 55, and marks would be 156 to around 166. And then for OBC JRF is 59% to 61. That will be for OBC JRF and marks around 178 to 184. These will be your marks. 99%. Please trust UGC for final thing only. Okay? And in this answer key, let me tell you paper 1. So I have not checked, but all my offline students, they told me that paper 1 was not extremely tough. It was moderate. Many of them, in fact, one of my students told me that that student has scored 35 right questions out of 50. So if paper 1 is moderate, then only this cutoff will work for you. Let's go for the SC category here. Those who are watching me for the first time, please subscribe the channel. 45 to 47% for NET. 45 to 47 for NET. For ST category, 42% to 46% for NET. Now, the score, 136 to 142 for SC category. 126 to 138 for ST category. JRF, 49 to 52% for SC category. Marks 148, 156. For ST category, JRF is 47 to 50, 47 to 50, and marks 142 to 150. So this is the final estimate for SC category. 45% to 47% net marks hone chahiye. This should be your marks. And for JRF, 49% to 52%, this should be your mark. Okay, 148 to this. For ST category, 42 to 46% and 126 to 138 marks. For JRF, 47 to 50% for ST category and marks 142 to 150. These are your estimates. So make sure you remember this. Now, yeah, the only good thing is, but that's सबसे best क्या है? The only good thing is if those 12 questions, at least 10 questions are changed. At least 10 questions are changed. You will have the benefit. And I really pray that at least these 3 questions where the coinage or the option E is wrong, some issues are there, that option is not even given, but still they are giving E. If these kind of things are eliminated, you will get the bonus marks. And I still have to go in the depth. You will get the paper solution detailed analysis of the paper, that what are those questions which are out of syllabus, what are those questions where the pattern was extremely changed, and how many questions were direct. If there are new questions, what are those fields, what are those new topics of syllabus. Yes, for example, you have to study memory studies, travel literature, you have to go for digital humanities. अब नए कॉन्सेप्ट आने शुरू हो गए हैं. Now see this, अब जो स्टूडेंट्स मुझे बोल रहे हैं, that's what would be the criteria, the third criteria. I don't count third criteria, my dear friend. Those who are watching me, if you're asking me for PhD percentage, they will tell you. You know, when you have to hope and you have to work to discuss the cutoff, why to think about PhD? For me, third category or PhD, it is not good. And why? Because it is a joke with my students. You can't go to PhD. Even if you get third category PhD, can you go to PhD? No. Second category will go for PhD. First category JRF will go PhD. And when you go for PhD, that sir, I am third category, please take my admission in the PhD. They will say, excuse me, a lot of JRF are sitting, get lost. थर्ड PhD जो है ना, थर्ड कैटेगरी PhD, स्टूडेंट के साथ मजाक है, स्टूडेंट के साथ होरेशियन सटायर है. इट इज द होरेशियन सटायर विद स्टूडेंट. मैंने पहले भी आवाज उठाई है दैट थर्ड कैटेगरी से बेटर फेल कर दो. This is what I have told them, that better you fail the student. Why to give that third category thing? So that's the thing. And apart from this, all the students who are watching me here, please see this point. We are starting the offline batch 10th July. It will be entirely based on new pattern. I will not discuss old concepts, old methodology, and as they have shifted the pattern, my entire pattern would be different. For the first time, the culture studies, linguistics, post-humanities, I will be starting these things in the initial lectures. So if you're preparing for December 2025, you can join anywhere. Just make sure that they promise you to give you the fresh classes. उनसे एक ही बात बोलना कि भले चौसर पढ़ाओ, शेक्सपियर पढ़ाओ, पर fresh class देना. Don't give us pre-recorded 500 classes. Because how they make you fool? They say you will get 700 classes. You are like, oh my God, 700 classes. Will you use those 700 classes? How will you cover those 700 classes? You need exam-oriented approach. So the latest pattern, latest syllabus, latest lectures. With us, with my classes, it is a complete guarantee that you will get fresh classes only from Delhi offline batch. 10th July, I will take my first class. Same class will be given in online. So whether it is online or it is offline, if you really want to have fresh content, you can join and you can have the proper knowledge. See you in the next video where I will talk about those 12 to 15 questions and we will also discuss the pattern. Subscribe the channel for paper solution and more detailed works. If you're first time here, if you're watching me for the first time, check my channel, give 5 minutes, explore my channel and you'll find it that the channel can help you a lot. See you in the class. God bless you. Take care.